Today I want to talk about my experience with offering laundry services for both of my apartment complexes. So for my 20 unit and my 26 unit, I actually outsourced my laundry services to a third party. The big players are like CSC laundry services, or if you're in a smaller market, you might have a local one like Jet. Those are the kind of the two big ones. and um, and then now I'm actually transitioning my 26 unit from the outsourced CSC company into buying my own laundry unit. So I kind of want to discuss the pros and cons of outsourcing your laundry versus having your laundry in-house, because I now have experience of both, and want to give some context. So historically, I've actually been a big proponent of outsourcing your laundry. How outsourcing laundry works is pretty much you have a laundry room, and the laundry company will then give you, let's say, 2 washers and 2 dryers, and then they will install it in your laundry room. Sometimes they will actually renovate your laundry room for you to make it look nicer. So they might give you a new floor, they might help you paint it. They'll just give you some money to help fix it up to make it nice. And after they install it, what happens is at me as the owner of the apartment complex, I have to pay for the electricity, the gas, the water, right? And then sometimes the laundry units, they will charge you a flat fee every month as well, from the profits, right? So it might be, let's say, $25. So I pay $25 to the laundry service, and I have to pay for the water, the gas, electricity, and then they offer a commercial grade washer and dryer. So usually like Speed Queen is the most popular one, where it's like commercial grade, so it's built for like heavy use, right? Like it's built for, like, if you go to like a laundromat, usually those are Speed Queens, because they're more heavy duty. They're built for, like, if you have a 26 unit apartment complex, you're doing at least like 25 to 50 loads a week, right? Assuming 1 to 2 loads per unit per week. So it starts to add up, right? Versus like a residential washer and dryer, that one, it's just meant for kind of like maybe once or twice a week usage versus like 50. So they're not like commercial grade. So when they bring in the laundry units, what's nice is, like, so they usually pay, the tenants will pay with a pay card, or they do coin laundry. And then what happens is they reconcile all the money every month. And let's say I make $400, right? So what happens, I make $400, they minus their fee. So let's just say the fee's $25, so there's $375 remaining. And then at that point, we would split the profit 50-50, right? So it'd be out of $375, I'd get half of the money, and then the laundry service will get half the money. So for me, I guess I'm responsible for the water, the gas, the utilities, and then the outsourced company, they're responsible for any repairs and maintenance of the laundry machines, which is nice, right? Because anytime the laundry machines break down, my property manager just puts in a work order with CSC or the outsourced company. They'll come, they'll fix the machines, they replace the machines, whatever it is, and then at that point, it's done. So like, why I like outsourcing is because, like, I don't really depend much on the income. Like usually a load's about $250 to do a washer and $250 to do a dryer, right? So it's about $5 to do a load. So you can accumulate some money if you have your chance of using it quite a bit. But for me, the repairs and maintenance kills you, because just having a washing or a dryer technician come out and look at it, it costs like $80. And then on top of that, you have to pay for any parts or anything beyond that if it costs more, right? So your minimum cost is $80. I don't want to deal with that. So that's why I've always been into outsourcing. So to kind of summarize, pros of outsourcing is you don't have to deal with the maintenance. You just split the profit 50-50, and it's you can get commercial grade units, and they can renovate your unit. And like you said, if it breaks down, they'll just give you brand new units. So it's pretty easy, more passive, right? Now let's talk about if I were to buy my own laundry units myself. So I'm actually trying this, owning my laundry units in my 26 unit. So what happened was, for my 26 unit, we didn't like the service of CSC in the Oklahoma City market. The units kept on breaking down. It was hard to get a hold of them to make the repairs and maintenance requests. So my tenants were going about laundry, and that built frustration. So we just said, you know what? We're big proponents of outsourcing, but given that their service is so bad, let's try doing it ourselves. So basically, my property manager just got me a quote for washer and dryer units at Home Depot. Like, once again, the downside of this is these are not commercial grade Speed Queens, right? These are just like for residential use, like that we use in your home, right? So these are not built to be used and abused. But if you kind of look at the math, it's about $500 for a dryer, $500 for a washer, so $1,000 a set. I would need 2 sets, that's $2,000. And the rationale behind this is, if I offer washer and dryer service, and let's just say by doing that I increase the monthly leases by, let's just say, $20, $15 for a 20 unit, $15 for a 1 bedroom, and $20 for a 2 bedroom, and let's just do 20 for simplicity, times, out of 26 tenants, maybe 20 want to sign up for this laundry service. That'd be about $400 a month, right? So I'd get $400 a month gross. If you factor in the water, let's just minus like $50, or maybe half that. Let's just make it half. So let's say $200 goes to water, goes to electricity and the gas, and then I make $200, and basically I net $200 a month. So if I spent $2,000 to get both laundry units and I make $200 a month, then it's gonna take me about 10 months to break even, right? So after 10 months, I would have made $2,000. I would have paid for the 2 washers, the 2 dryers, assuming there's no maintenance issues, right? Hopefully, if it's in a year, it's still good. But like you said, you're washing these things 25 to 50 times a month or week, right? You know, assuming 1 to 2 washes per unit. And so, you know, these machines might break down. But after 10 months, let's just say it can last another 10 months, I would have made $2,000. And if the machines break down, or the repairs and maintenance ends up costing more than getting new machines, then at that point I just would use the money to buy more machines, right? So that's what happens when you do it in-house, right? Because like I said, if one of these units break down, just having a technician come, it's going to cost $80. So if I'm making $200, that now I just lost $80. So now it's $120. And if there's anything like parts that need to be replaced, that I might just wipe my profit for that month, right? So what we're hoping for is that if we raise the rents by about $20, and those who sign up for it will get access, a key code to the laundry room. So each unit will have their own different key code. So mine could be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I pay $20 extra a month. And then I have access to the laundry room to do laundry as much as I want, right? So, you know, the downside of this is, you know, obviously tenants can abuse it. They can do laundry every day, right? If you just pay a flat rate every month of $20, I can do laundry every single day, right? So people can abuse it. Another way to abuse it is, since I give it by code, unit number 1 can share the code 1, 2, 3, 4 with unit number 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So there's potential of abuse that way. It's very minuscule. And another thing too is, if something needs to be repaired, like I said, the minimum cost is going to be $80 just to have someone come out and take a look at it. And then, or it's going to cost more if there's a part that needs to be replaced. Another thing that we looked at is, you know, at Home Depot, it costs $100 for a 5-year warranty for unlimited repairs. But the problem is that warranty of unlimited repair only is applicable is for residential use only. So let's just say I have it in my single family home, it's being used less, they would honor it. But if I'm putting it in a 26 unit apartment complex where they're doing 50 loads a week, 200 loads a month, that's not going to qualify, right? That's a no-brainer for me. If I just pay an extra $100 for this extra extended warranty and they cover all my repairs for 5 years when I'm washing it 50 times a week, right? We called and clarified with the insurance, and they said, no, we wouldn't qualify you because you're using it for commercial use, which makes sense, right? Because insurance wants to make money, not be abused. So I just said, all right, well, let's try it. Hopefully these can last like 2 years. If that's the case, in 2 years, I'll make about $4,000. Half goes to paying it off, and then the other half is enough to buy the next laundry unit, right? Or if we determine that, hey, we didn't like doing laundry again, we just can outsource it again. Like you said, we have a company that we want to outsource with, but they're so backed up right now with contracts. So that's why we wanted to offer laundry service now, right? So the downside of insourcing is, the pros of insourcing is you can make more money, right? Like these laundry units can pay for themselves in 10 months. And then anything beyond that, I can make profit, right? But the downside is if they need repair, replacement, I have to take care of it myself. I can't just call the third party and they'll take care of it. And if these machines break down more frequently, I have to constantly replace them. But it's pretty easy, right? When you buy from Home Depot, they'll haul away your old washer, then they'll install your new washer free of charge and deliver it free of charge, right? That's what I do for Home Depot for my personal laundry units, right? Like they'll just pay for it, they'll haul yours away, put the new ones, install it, and you're good to go, right? So it's not that big of a lift, to be honest, to replace these laundry units. And then, like you said, anything beyond 10 months, I'm making profit, and that increases my net operating income. And you increase your net operating income, you can increase the value, right? So it's another way to get income if you're willing to deal with it, right? So that's a pros. And then, like you said, the con is like if you have a lot of repair issues and it becomes a headache, it becomes more stressful for your property manager. Ends up costing you more money because it may cost like $200 to replace these units when you can buy a brand new one for $500, right? That's why a lot of times it's just easier to buy a brand new laundry unit versus repair. I do that all the time. Like I got a quote to repair my old laundry unit for $400 and I could buy a new one for 500. Like why would I not buy a new one and not deal with it, right? So there's potential to make more. So to kind of summarize, for insourcing, you could make more money from this, which increases your NOI, which increases your profit. But downside is that most likely you're not buying commercial grade Speed Queen washer and dryers. I mean, those cost thousands, right? Those cost like $3,000 to $5,000 versus, you know, $500 at Home Depot for residential use. So, you know, I'm obviously not going to buy a commercial grade washer and dryer. It's way too expensive, right? Like I don't want to buy that one. If that was the case, I would just outsource it. So I'll document my experience over the next year of how it is going to insource the laundry. My 26 unit is now insourced and my 20 unit is still outsourced, right? So I have a side-by-side comparison to show you which one I think is more worth it and all the repairs I've done along the way. So hopefully you found value from this video and it gives you more clarity. To kind of summarize, if you have a good provider, prefer to outsource it. Makes your life a little easier. I'm all about simplicity. But if you want to make more money and your property manager is open to trying it, then maybe you can try insourcing it and see what happens, right? So hopefully you found value. Share this video with somebody who would benefit from this, and let me know if you have any comments or questions down below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.